We've had a very extensive briefing this morning, very early this morning, and we now have 3 new cases. 1 is in hotel quarantine and 2 are locally acquired. So there's a case that's linked to the Portuguese restaurant and that person's in home quarantine, so we're not concerned about that. But as was reported yesterday, there is a female minor from the Bli Bli area on the Sunshine Coast, and it is confirmed as positive with the Delta strain. So it is absolutely important, if you are living in around Bli Bli or the Sunshine Coast, that if you have any symptoms whatsoever, we really need you to go and get tested immediately. That is absolutely critical. And Dr. Young will give an update about where this person has been, because we know that this is a highly infectious strain and we really need to get on top of this very, very quickly. And I'll be announcing some restrictions in a moment, because we've got to act quickly and we've got to act fast. So in terms of our active cases, we've got 41 active cases. We've had 6,656 tests done in the past 24 hours. And once again, if you are feeling sick, go and get tested. It is absolutely critical you do that. 5,714 vaccines were delivered yesterday. And our total vaccines from Queensland Health now are 521,731. So the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be very crucial in Queensland about whether or not we see any spread of this Delta strain. So there's a lot of things happening across the nation at the moment, and there's some things that are happening in Queensland. We've got to act very quickly. So what I would like people to do is, officially it's going to come in at 1 a.m. on tomorrow, the 29th of June, but I really want Queenslanders to start wearing these masks again, especially in the southeast region. I want you to start doing it now. So if you are hearing this message, please get it out across all of your channels, talk to your friends. Let's start wearing these masks. This is absolutely vital to help stop the spread. And secondly, vaccines. Go and get your vaccine. If it's your turn to get your vaccine, don't miss that appointment, because you're taking that appointment from someone else. And if you're due for your second vaccine, go and get your second vaccine. Okay, so in relation to the masks, so remember we're going back now to the restrictions we put in place in January, and I'm quite sure people will understand that we have to do this because we need to get on top of it very quickly. So the following LGA areas where you'll be required to wear masks are Noosa, Sunshine Coast, Ipswich, Logan, Redlands, Morton, Brisbane, Gold Coast, the Scenic Rim, the Lockyer Valley and Somerset. We're also going back to the 1 per 4 square metre rule. Unfortunately, no dancing, very small numbers at weddings, around 20. You have to be seated to eat and drink, and remember, you've got to wear your mask in there. You must check in. Can I tell everyone, if we're going to get on top of this, you must use that app. If you are going into a cafe or a restaurant or a shopping centre, you must use that check-in app. That is another critical line of defence for us. And then, of course, we are now lowering the number of people to your home, so that'll be 30 people allowed to your home. Now, this mask wearing will be in force for 2 weeks, 2 weeks in those regions. But of course, if we see any further spread of this in other parts of the state, the mask mandate will come into other parts of the state as well. I know this is not ideal for everyone, but we have got to act quickly. And of course, National Cabinet is meeting later on this afternoon, and I think there's a whole number of issues we need to raise. I think our caps need to be lowered for overseas arrivals. I think we need to have a really good conversation about regional quarantine and about quarantine facilities that are not hotels. We have seen leaks out of hotels in a large number of states. It is not unique to Queensland. This has happened in Victoria, it's happened in New South Wales, it's happened in South Australia. and Western Australia. So this is a national issue. And of course, the vaccine rollout. The vaccine rollout is imperative. This is the best thing we can do to fight this virus, is to get vaccinated, to get people out of hotel quarantine into regional facilities. And I welcome the Prime Minister's offer for one at the Brisbane airport, but we need the one at the Brisbane airport and we need Wellcamp. We need to get people out of these hotels, and we need to get the Australian population, we need to get all of Queenslanders vaccinated, because this is the highly contagious strain, and I know that we can get on top of it if we all act collectively.